There's worse sounds to wake up to. Our coffee thing, what do you call this? This thing leaks a bit, so I have to do it over the sink.
Thank you.
Our morning routine tends to vary depending on where we're staying and what we have planned for that day, but the one thing which does remain a constant every morning is a cup of coffee before anything else. Sometimes it's 2 coffees. After that, I then need to get washed. You saw I got washed the other day, so there we go. Washed. Ready for the day. There's 2 other things we have to do before we go anywhere. One is washing up. And then the final thing before we can go anywhere is to put the bed away. It doesn't take too long. It's a little tedious, but worth it to have the space in the van. So the plan today, I think, is to actually stay in this area here. Where we're parked right now, there's lots of really lovely walks to do. So I think today, Charlie and I are going to climb another mountain. The reason I'm getting into the driver's seat, though, is because we haven't been in a campsite for a few days and we haven't been around very many towns for a few days. So we are running low on food and on water, and you can't really climb a mountain without food or water. So there's a shop 2 minutes down the road. Gonna head there, pick up some bits, come back here, go for another walk. That's the plan, that's what we're doing. Let's go. Oh no! We just bought 6 bottles of water. It's sparkling. No one likes sparkling water. It tastes like static. We have to go back to the shop. Try and let the van calm you down. I'm not going to record going to the shop again. The next shot is of a still bottle of water, hopefully. Still water. I keep trying to tell myself that I can just like power on through and drink the sparkling water, but it just tastes like misery. Who likes this stuff? So Charlie and I have finally started our walk. I say finally because obviously we got the water wrong, and then we started walking and I realised I was still wearing my Vans, and now I'm in my trainers. So we're good to go. It's quite interesting here. It's a ski resort and you can see sort of like what it would look like. Look at this. Right there's a snow cannon. Here's a little drag lift. Here's a spot for some après ski. You can just imagine what it would be like to ski here, and it's kind of interesting because I have never thought about skiing in Germany. I don't know why. You don't really hear of people doing it, but this seems lovely. Are you ready for a big climb?
Yes.
Let's go do it. Come on. No woo.
You don't get woos.
I don't get woos. Thank God that water isn't sparkling. Right, I reckon about 250 metres elevation gained. Is that right, Charlie?
Yeah.
250 metres elevation gained. It's kind of mad to do a hike like this 2 days in a row, but the more I do like mountain hikes like this, the more I enjoy them. How are you finding it?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You seem like you're
sweaty,
but that's fine. We're climbing a mountain in the summer.
Exactly.
I've never been a big one for exercise. If you've been over to the John Rochford channel, you'll have seen that I did 100 days of exercise, and I did find that quite tricky, but I've always been a fan of walking. Once again, if you go to the other channel, not that I'm promoting it, I think a video will have come out where I've done 100,000 steps in one day, so I do enjoy walking. Found a little chapel. Look at that. I think one of the reasons that I like walking so much is that it's so much easier to spot things and spot what's going on. If you were running, or if you were driving, or even if you're on a mountain bike, you would blast past this, but actually, when you're on foot, you get to stop and take notice of everything. Okay, this might not be the perfect example. You might stop for this. But you know what I mean, like all the waterfalls we've passed so far, everything else. Walking's the one. By the way, I think we're walking up there, so quite a long way to go. Oh, have you survived? I think it seems to be okay. One of the problems of always trying to get cinematic shots is I tend to put my camera in stupid places. I've got to be more careful. Do you remember when this happened? Oh no. That ended up costing me a couple of £100 to fix. Didn't break the camera on that one. You alright?
Yes.
We've reached the first peak, haven't we?
First peak.
How high up are we now?
1,566 metres.
1,566 metres. We've got another 200 metres to go up.
Yeah.
But this is further than we walked yesterday and we're still going up.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Look at that view. Got to get a cheeky time lapse of that. So I've swapped over to the GoPro because we're about to go up the final bit, which is this bit here. That peak there. So not only do I not want to drop the other camera, but apparently there's a bit of a rope climb to get up there. So more of a GoPro experience, I feel. Up we go. Ready?
Don't know.
Yeah, me neither. Try and place your feet to the sides. There you go.
Hey.
Tricky last corner, but you got it. Not bad, eh, Charlie?
Yeah, not bad.
Not gonna lie, guys, this is pretty special up here. What do you think, Charlie?
Yeah.
Pretty special, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Think I found our lunch spot, Charlie. What do you think?
Yeah.
This'll do. It's all right, isn't
it?
I've had worse spots for lunch. Oh, that looks seriously good. Look at that. Look at that. Right, you're gonna have to excuse us whilst we eat some lunch. We'll meet you back at the van. There'll be some time lapses though. Don't worry, there'll be time lapses. Anything you want to say to the camera?
Welcome to Charlie's Gourmet Sandwich Shop.
Welcome to Charlie's Gourmet Sandwich Shop, where the sandwiches are great. So that was an 11-kilometre hike and we gained 900 metres in elevation, so quite the workout. Right, time to crack on with the rest of the day. So typically at this point in the day, after me and Charlie have done the bulk of our daily activity, whatever that may be, whether it be driving, visiting a town, going for a swim, going for a cycle, whatever it may be, I will sit down and I'll upload my footage for the day and I'll get a start on the edit for that video. Charlie in the meantime usually chills out, reads a book, does some research about what we're going to do the next day, that sort of thing. Charlie,
Yes.
what's your plan for this afternoon?
I'm going to read my book.
See, told you, that sort of thing. And then after I finish my edit, like I have done now, we move on to the next spot, which today is nowhere. This is the first day that we're not moving anywhere, so I'm trying to show you what the typical day looks like. This isn't typical, I'm sorry. We decided after our walk that we just couldn't be asked, and we quite like it here, so we're going to stay here again tonight. So what's next?
Dinner?
Dinner. This evening for dinner, Charlie and I are having a chicken and red lentil curry. This is really Charlie's speciality, but I'm trying to help out. Just like that, dinner is served. But you're not going to watch us eat dinner. Look out the van or something. And then eventually it's time to make the bed, and at that point the day is pretty much wrapped up. There's usually maybe a cheeky tea and a bit of chocolate before we go to sleep, but I'm not going to show you that bit. I'm going to finish the video here. It's time for me to rest. Right, catch you guys tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed this one. I did. I don't know what to say. Bye. Still don't really have a catchphrase for the endings there.
No.
Don't be a dick.